In our previous video, we shared that we had made it to the Olympic Peninsula, and after some of our plans changed, we decided to stick around the RV park we were at until we figured out our next steps. Turns out those change of plans were just a blessing in disguise, because not only did it give us a chance to explore more of Olympic National Park and the area, but the doors opened to staying at this Hipcamp right along the Hoh River, where we got to see a herd of elk, enjoyed the peacefulness of this property, and explored the west side of the park. But as you might know, with life on the road, you can't stay in one spot forever. Are we ready?
Yeah. So, we're moving on. All great things come to an end.
You're so dramatic.
So, today's our last day. We're packing up right now to leave the whole area. We are headed south to Aberdeen. We'll be in that area for about another week, I believe. So another Hipcamp we're staying at right on the water, like a bayfront view. So,
But this one has hookups.
yeah, full hookups. So yeah, should be nice.
So this is the new connection Alex made.
Still a little MacGyvered,
Yeah.
jimmied, but better than tying two pieces of metal wire. So still got to reroute the wire, but haven't had time. Perfect. I'm gonna leave the bars off for now.
Alright, that's it for our cutie little campsite here in Forks, Washington. We're headed off to our next destination. We had a beautiful time. It was very peaceful. We had it all to ourselves for pretty much almost a whole week. Now we're off.
This is it. Turn right as soon as you see the 50 wood sign. Wait, which one are we?
Alex is going to reposition so we're closer to the water, power, and sewer. Alright, pretty level. So we'll be here, today's Monday. We'll be here till Sunday. We only have one other neighbor, and we actually have to move over one site, I think on Friday, because this one was booked from Friday to Sunday. So we'll have to move over here. We'll see how that goes. So we have a cute little bench there, little fire ring there, and then this is a view. So I think water used to come up here, but it looks like this might have dried up recently because it looks like there's a lot of green growing. But if you see right there, that line, that's where the water starts. So we'll see what it looks like over the next few days. It's a bit windy today, but I think we might be getting some close to 80-degree weather, which is a first for us on the road. Alex is currently outside trying to clean our windows so we have a better view of this area. And what a difference cleaning your windows makes. I feel like I could fly through these windows now. I mentioned in our last video that in exchange for dry camping in some beautiful and secluded spots, you sometimes lose those amenities that you get when you're in a larger city like we are now. So because we were in desperate need of some groceries, we decided to head into the city to stock up. What did you go buy?
Right,
You found flowers? What is it? Aw, thank you, baby. All right, we got what we could. Alex braved the stores in the city. How was it, honey? We had to go to 2 different stores to get what we needed.
Weird.
But look at the view now. So it looks like high tide's coming in. So we're getting a little bit more water out here. Looks beautiful. And it's definitely a nice view to have after braving the city. Alex is doing the lovely job of dumping our tanks. We decided to go for a little walk for sunset because the views are beautiful. Sun is setting around, I think, 9:13 p.m. today. It was a little later in Forks, Washington, but now that we're moving south, it's getting a little earlier, just by a few minutes though. And there's our RV. We're like 150 to 100 yards from our house. So this is actually a bay that gets fed from the ocean. So that's why sometimes it's a little bit more affected by the tides. And when we first got here, it was low tide. Someone made themselves a little teepee. Look at this guy. It's low tide right now. It's crazy. All the water receded back.
The nice thing about having a slower week on the road is less distractions, so it allows you to get those much needed tasks done around the home.
I think we've said it in our previous video. We had gotten the battery somewhat routed. We had kind of left the cables long just until we kind of figured out what we wanted to do long term. So I think we're there now. Kind of figured out that we're going to leave the batteries here in the front storage bay. And so I'm just cleaning up some of the wiring now. Installed some new wires down from under the RV. The original ones were too short, and so I got some brand new wiring. Gonna install them there to the bus bars, and then from there just reroute all the cabling. So right now it's a big mess, but I'm gonna get the charge controller hooked up, the inverter hooked up again, everything hooked up to the battery, and then in the future, if we add another battery, we'll just put it right alongside this one. I'll slide this one over and put it on the other side. So a lot cleaner than it was before, and just gonna finish cleaning it up.
Once Alex was done with that, it was now time to make something out of that dough I had just made. I've mentioned before that we do our best to live a normal life even while living on the road. And for us, that includes prioritizing homemade meals. So that's what I'm doing here, just making some tortillas for dinner later.
Just my little honey making us some torts.
I'm just heating them up. They've already been made.
With an awesome view. Love it. finished the tortillas. Dinner just finishing up in the Instapot. Now we're gonna go for a little walk. It's crazy to have something this close to your RV. Like, insane. And we'll just walk down that little path. And we like to carry Jaspy, so just in case there's any animals that want to crawl on him, we prevent that. There's the sunset and our cutie little RV. All glory to the Lord. He made it happen, not us. Earlier today the tide was very low and the water was like all the way back there. So it's pretty crazy to see it like this. So cool. It's so beautiful. I don't know if I've said this before, but my favorite quote is, there is a sunrise and a sunset every day. Don't miss too many of them. Praise the Lord for his amazing sunrises and sunsets. You got your axe?
Yes, ma'am.
We decided to make ourselves a little fire tonight to enjoy the view, especially that we don't have any neighbors next to us. We got the whole place to ourselves. Our neighbors that were there yesterday took off, so it's just us. Alright, we got our little fire going and we decided to have dinner outside tonight.
Dinner and a movie.
We have some picadillo and some homemade tortillas.
Still hot.
Whoa. Thank you. Oh, looks amazing. Give it a taste test. Let us know, like Eric on Simple Living Alaska.
Top 3 dinners I ever had.
Stop. So this is some picadillo. It's just like a Hispanic dish. Everyone makes their own version. I think Alex makes probably the best version I've ever had. And my homemade tortillas, whole wheat.
I'll take another one, please.
I know, it's so good in the actual.
Oh, yeah.
Roll it up.
Yep. It's insane.
It's low tide today, or at least right now. Looks like the sea dried up. Casper.
Now, a slow week of RV life just means not a lot of traveling or adventuring, but there's still plenty to do around the house. Since this is our first season of living in an RV, we're still figuring out what works for us. So this day, we decided to make some changes to our bed setup.
Easy money. So I'm putting these burning strips back on. We had them on the bed just to kind of elevate the mattress off the plywood, and just keep the airflow going under the mattress so we didn't have any mold buildup or anything like that. However, when I initially put them on, we were on the road, so it was kind of in a rush. I didn't cut this little notch here. The pieces were continuous and didn't allow this part of our bed folds up, and we have some storage underneath, but we weren't able to use it because I didn't cut this notch in. So I was able to cut that, just putting the strips back on, and put the pegboard back on.
This is an alternative to
Dry Den.
or Den Dry.
Or Den Dry.
That's a popular one in the RV community.
But this seems to work well. We have the mattress elevated, and then we have two like computer fans that I bought on Amazon. So we put them at the foot of the bed because the headboard is also susceptible to mold because the mattress is usually up against it. So they keep the mattress from going into the wall, and then they just help circulate the air. So yeah.
Nice.
Let's go. Easy one. Now. So we got done, got the pegboard back on. We double layered those two pieces in the front or by the head because usually a little bit more weight by the head and the shoulders. And then we put another layer here midsection area because this probably takes the most weight. This we left with single layer because this is just our feet area. So hooked up now, the bed goes up. Now we got our storage back. Project done. It's the heaviest mattress I've ever made in my life.
And the banana bread is done. I put some chocolate chips in there this time.
This is the the best bread or pastry I've ever had. It's a banana bread with chocolate chips. Whoops. Fire.
Okay, gonna go for a little walk now. Brought a piece of my famous banana bread, according to Alex. So it's low tide right now. Oh, there he goes. Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy.
Alright, it may look like we are leaving, but we're not actually leaving. We're just moving one site over to that site there. We're all set up at our new site, just one side over. For those of you wondering why we moved from that site over there to this site, it's because when we initially booked this place, there wasn't a spot open for the entire week. There was only a spot open for most of the week, and then a second spot, which is this one, that was open for the remainder of the week. So yeah, that's why we had to move. A little inconvenience, but not too bad. The good thing is we had this view as we were moving. Not too shabby. My bread doughs were over there proofing. So yeah, it was actually quite easy. So the nice thing about this campsite is you have unobstructed views of the bay. Last time the tree was kind of blocking us. This time we have a pretty clear view.
This Hipcamp is located in Grays Harbor, south of Olympic National Park and off the Washington coast. It has 4 RV spots and a house on the side that you can rent.
Another evening, another sunset walk. The Lord blessed us with a beautiful one tonight. This has definitely been one of the more peaceful sites we've camped at in the last month. Alex and I both said that it just feels relaxing to be by the water. We haven't done a whole lot this week, but it's been a blessing because the last few weeks on the road have been kind of not crazy, but busy. Obviously, it's been an immense blessing. We're eternally grateful to the Lord. It's just sometimes it can be tiring, but it's been nice to be able to just rest this week. It's been really nice. Look at these guys.
It's too fast.
As we prepare to end another week on the road, we are reminded of the importance of resting, and we are thankful that each week we have that set apart day to do just that.
Alright, we found this little log on our walk to sit on. We are headed off tomorrow. Where are we headed?
So tomorrow we're headed to just probably about an hour and a half north of Portland. Small kind of rural area. We'll be on a lavender farm. It's a harvest host. So yeah, we'll be there for the next few days before we head into Portland.
Yeah.
And we're going to be camping in, I think, Sandy, Oregon, which is east of Portland. So we'll be there again probably for the rest of the week.
Alex made a little fire for us tonight. Gonna enjoy our last night.
We've enjoyed sharing our RV journey and all the highlights that come along with it, but we also enjoy sharing the realities of RV life, and this week was no exception. While living on the road, there is an opportunity to see so many beautiful places and do so many cool things. It could even feel like there's just not enough time in the day. But sometimes the beauty is slowing down and just enjoying what's already around you. We realize that everyone's reality and needs may look different on the road, but for us, this week of resting and not adventuring was exactly what we needed.